Sex trafficking. Who are the buyers? Welcome, everyone. My name is Susan Patterson. I'm a national leader in the fight against human trafficking and author of the book, How You Can Fight Human Trafficking, Over 100 Ways to Make a Difference. End Demand Abolitionists produced a report entitled, Who Buys Sex? Understanding and Disrupting Illicit Marketing Demand. This groundbreaking report interviewed 8,000 men to uncover the sex habits, attitudes, etc. of men who buy sex. The report and others show that 6.5% of men buy sex. They are from every walk of life, including men who are married. Race had no profiling power, meaning no race buys sex more often than another race. Many are men who are not really bad people. They truly believe that the women are paid and want to be in this business of selling sex, and that the men are simply paying for a service. Others know that the women and boys are being exploited by a pimp, is part of the commercial sex industry, and they don't care. These are the misogynists and sociopaths. What was striking about the report is that 75% of buying is done by 25% of the buyers. These are the repeat buyers. They call themselves hobbyists. They make $100,000 or more a year, which puts these buyers in the top half of the middle class and above. What was truly disturbing about the report is that 20% of men who do not buy sex said they would consider it if the circumstances were right. That is 1 in 5 men who are not currently buying sex who would do so if the circumstances were right. I interviewed about a dozen men and asked them what they considered the circumstances being right meant to them, and unanimously they all said if prostitution was legalized. If this is something you stand against, the legalization of prostitution, then do see this video. On the campaign to legalize prostitution, you can find the video on the educational resource tab at our site, throughgodsgrace.com, by scrolling down to the section entitled Task Forces. The buyers have their own chat rooms, and they use John boards where they describe the prostituted person they were with in detail regarding breast size and other body descriptions. They also describe how well that prostituted person performed the act in detail. It's like reading porn. For the massage parlors, Rub Maps is a place where buyers can subscribe and find out who's doing which sex acts and how well they perform those. The way sex is sold is endless. In addition to massage parlors, sex is sold at truck stops, sporting events, virtually anywhere men hang out. At escort sites, one can find a drop-down menu where sex buyers can order people by hair color, breast size, etc. First one enters their zip code. Then once they have made their selections, they can have a client meet in 1 hour. The fantasy that prostituted people love their work is contributing to the growth of sex trafficking. If a sex trafficking victim gets a complaint or a low rating on a John board, they are severely beaten by their trafficker, so they have to act like they're enjoying the act. As a result, sex buyers are fooled into thinking that they are doing no harm. I have talked to sex buyers who told me that they have never been with the victim of sex trafficking. I asked them how they knew that. They told me that the women they were with were really into the act. Their expectation was that if a woman was truly a victim of sex trafficking, she would walk into the room, sit down on the bed, and start crying, begging to be rescued. Once I explained that if the victim did that, they would be severely punished by their trafficker or killed, the light went on in their head that they could have been with a victim of sex trafficking. Once buyers understand that the majority of people involved in prostitution, according to many studies, is 84%, that's enough to get them to either reduce their sex buying or to stop completely. However, they find it very difficult to believe that the women really are not into the act. Knowing that the women are acting takes the thrill out of sex buying. I am the director of ThroughGodsGrace.com, who hosts an Engaging Men in the Fight Against Human Trafficking work group meeting 4 times a year. This group is made up of men who either have efforts that they lead, either locally or nationally, to reduce sex buying. It is also made up of men who want to make a difference in this. You can find the dates for when this group meets on the homepage at our site. The bottom line is that if there was no money being made, sex trafficking would cease. So what is the most effective way to address sex buying? In this 17-minute video, we go into this in detail. While most buyers will stop once they understand that the majority of prostituted people are victims of sex trafficking, for the misogynists and the sociopaths, they don't care. The only thing that works for them is a night in jail. So how do we address this? There are many in the anti-human trafficking community who want to see all buyers go to jail. The problem is there are thousands and thousands of buyers. We don't have enough jails to hold them. We need a step-up program like for first offenses requiring that buyers attend John School, where the men do learn that the women are victims and they are told that if they are caught buying again, that they are going to get arrested and could face possible jail time. For second offenses, we increase the fines. For third offenses, we make jail time mandatory. There is a step-up program in many states. However, unless the buyers are exploiting a minor, they rarely get jail time. However, in Texas, they did recently pass a law that buyers do get jail time. Also at these John schools, buyers are made aware of programs that address sex addiction, which many of these buyers have. To get the complete picture, do see these other 2 videos at our channel that look at the victims and look at who the pimps are. Or if you can't find them at the channel, you can simply go to our website and go to the Educational Resource tab and scroll down in the first section till you find them. Do support our work by subscribing to this channel and liking and sharing this video. Thank you for watching.